you can think of. Thieves, dealers, killers. The only lesson he's learning is how to survive by any means necessary. Hey, you want to help him turn his life around? Why don't you get him out of there, put him back in school, surround him with people who can teach him to do something other than watch his back?
People like his father? Sonny Corinthos lived like he was above the law for years. His children were taught the rules don't apply. My job, detective, is to clear up that misconception.
Michael shouldn't be held responsible for the mistakes the adults in his life are making.
Michael is paying for taking a woman's life.
A woman who kidnapped his mother at gunpoint and almost ran off with his baby sister.
I'm aware of the circumstances, detective. That's why Michael was charged with involuntary manslaughter and not murder.
Your Honor, I don't think you're thinking.
I assure you that I never hand down a sentence without thinking long and hard about whether the punishment fits the crime. Your brother's case was no exception. Michael confessed to killing Claudia. I gave him 5 years with parole after 2. Now, in my book, that is the very definition of lenient.
Your Honor, I'm trying to...
My decision stands, detective.
Hey, you got a minute?
Sure, for you, of course. What's up?
I went to Penville to see Michael. Thought you might want an update.
Oh, how is he?
He's good. He's better than I expected. I mean, when Dante told me what happened last night, I thought maybe he'd be a little shaken up.
What do you mean what happened last night? What happened to Michael?
No, another inmate. I thought that you knew.
Knew what?
A guy named Carter was killed. And Dante said that he'd been giving Michael trouble, and apparently Jason took care of him. No one can prove it.
Okay, why am I just hearing about this now?
The only reason that Dante knows is because he was there when the warden pulled Jason out to question him. They were threatening him with solitary for the rest of his sentence, but Michael says everything is fine, and Jason's back in his cell. He just can't have visitors for a while. I know that this is a lot to take in right now. Honestly, though, Michael seems fine.
He's not fine, Lulu. He won't be fine till he's out of prison.
This is an 18-year-old kid we're talking about here. A good kid who will be turned into a hardened criminal by the time he gets out. Please, I mean, Your Honor, Michael has already lost a year of his life because of Sonny and Claudia's power struggle. Her death should not cost him 2 more.
And if Michael had come forth and confessed the night it happened, things would be different.
You act like he had a choice.
There's always a choice, detective.
Not when you're Sonny Corinthos' kid. By the time Michael had realized what he'd done, the cover-up was already set in place. Jason and Sonny swooped in, got rid of the evidence, made sure everyone had their stories straight. Okay, that's just a day at the office for those 2 guys, but not for Michael. What happened at the cabin that night weighed on him for months.
Therein lies the problem. Months passed, and Michael remained silent. His one half-hearted attempt at confession was not sufficient proof of his remorse.
Because Sonny was pressuring him to keep the secret. I can tell you from personal experience, that man is very difficult to refuse. I was working undercover. My job was to take Sonny down. And I can tell you, the longer I was on the job, the harder it got to tell the difference between Sonny, the cold-blooded killer, and Sonny, the good father. And I'm an experienced cop. We're talking about a kid, his teenage son, who just wants to make his father happy.
Now, perhaps now you can see why I thought it necessary to remove Michael from under Sonny's influence.
And like Sonny, Michael has a conscience. Despite what everyone in his life was telling him to do, which was to keep his mouth shut, he wanted to take responsibility for his actions, which he did.
After you forced his hand.
You need to understand the strength it took for Michael to go up against Sonny. A man he grew up idolizing, and tell the truth at all. Michael did the right thing. I'm asking you to do the same thing and show him a little compassion. Sonny's a compelling force. For Michael to go up against him like that took guts. I know grown men who wouldn't dare defy Sonny's wishes. Imagine how tough it was for his own son to go up against him in open court, no less.
The fact is that Michael committed a crime, several, if the continued cover-up is taken into consideration. He needs to learn there are consequences to his actions.
He just got the crap beat out of him by some sick freak who found his way into his cell. How's that for consequences?
I appreciate your outrage, Detective Falconeri, but I suggest you direct it somewhere else. I'm only trying to help Michael.
Yeah, by letting him rot. He's young, vulnerable, the kind of kid that prison will destroy. Where's the justice in that?
I never said it was a perfect system. Prison is full of sad stories and bad choices, but the law is the law.
Law's supposed to help people, not inflict wounds so deep that they never have any chance of healing.
What would you have me do, Detective Falconeri? You've already pointed out how compelling Sonny Corinthos is. If I release him, he'll run back to his father in a life of crime. And where would be the justice in that?
I'm sure John...
You sent Michael to prison so he would learn to respect the law. And see that no one, not even the great Sonny Corinthos, is above it.
Your point?
Sonny did everything he could to beat the system. Obstructing justice, tampering with evidence, conspiracy to cover it up. You suspend Michael's sentence. He'll see that it's okay to trust the system. He'll see that telling the truth, doing the right thing, no matter what the cost, pays off in the end. He knows the difference between right and wrong, good and bad. I mean, if the point of all of this was to see justice served, wouldn't it be justice to give this kid a better chance at life instead of destroying him completely? Isn't that the real lesson you wanted for him?
If I did release Michael, there would need to be certain restrictions in place.
Your Honor, whatever you want. I mean, electronic monitoring, daily therapy, whatever you want, I guarantee you it'll happen.
I got your message. What happened? I'm guessing some good news. Care to share it with me?
You know what? There's a lot of things I'm gonna do with you right now, but talking is not at the top of the list.
There's a list.
Oh, yeah, a long one.
I think we better start marking it off then. That's not on the list?
No, but this table right here is on the list.
So, the table, the floor.
Kitchen counter, the elevator. I think the fire escape might be pretty fun too.
Wow, that is quite a list.
Well, I figured it's about time we christened every inch of this place.
We're off to a pretty good start.
Oh, don't be slacking off on the job. There's a lot more work to do.
I'm so proud of you.
I don't think my mother would be proud if she knew we just used that table for.
No, I'm serious. You were determined to save Michael from Sonny and from prison, and you didn't stop until you got him released.
How did you know?
Well, I would love to take credit for that smile, but you were wearing it when you walked in. So what happened?
I talked to Judge Carroll. I convinced him that Michael would learn a lot more in school than he would in a prison cell.
Oh, you are an amazing brother. Michael's very lucky to have you.
And let's hope Michael hopes so, because there's a catch. Judge Carroll doesn't want Michael around anyone who's associated with the business. So that's Sonny and Jason.
Well, Carly already cut Sonny out of Morgan's life, so I'm sure she won't have a problem doing that with Michael. And Jason's still in prison. They're not letting Jason out, too, are they?
No, it wasn't part of the deal I made.
What is the deal that you made?
The judge suspended Michael's sentence, and I agreed to take responsibility for him. Which means he's moving in here with me.